Or maybe just hated the heat. In 2004, transferred back to Folsom, where he met his sweet senorita Catalina. Oh man, she curled his toes. Now it's time to enjoy the retired life, 'cause he's got no more working woes. Thank you. So, got a little speech here written. I took some time to write for Larry. Let me see if Your Honor, on behalf of my friend Larry and I, we were not drunk in public, we were drunk in a bar. Oh, here we go. I'd like to welcome everybody here, special guests. You know who you are. It's nice to see you. I know that you guys worked with Larry when you were a little less or a little lower on the ladder. Tonight we gather with irreverence to share with each other stories, anecdotes, and tall tales of our friend and brother-in-arms, Lieutenant Larry Sneed. Leading up to this evening, I thought about the stories and things that Larry and I have shared. And I thought about the little traits that we all associate with Larry. The quirky things, the funny things, the oh-so-odd things, and the things that he's done that make you go, what the hell were you thinking? You know those things.
Oh, yeah.
I thought about all of my other peers, subordinates, and sub-subordinates. And I thought how easy it would be to get up here and roast any one of them. Because let's face it, we all work with a veritable cornucopia of roastable talents. Myself included, believe it or not. Getting back to Larry, one thing that's kept tapping me on the shoulder and whispering in my ear, it would be easy to roast any one of my coworkers, but I just can't roast my daddy. Raise glass. Raise your glasses. All right. Lieutenant Larry Sneed, thanks for all you've taught us and me since you returned home to Folsom Prison. And congratulations on a true career. With all its triumphs and joys, here's to 30 years and a day. Prost. Now, I got a microphone. Now that the formalities are out of the way, I'd like to introduce a few people. And by the way, does anybody out there have anything to say about Mr. Sneed? Seriously?
You've been a bad, bad boy. Take my time, so enjoy.
30 years and a day, and nobody has anything nice to say, or anything at all. Well, then I'd like to introduce Mr. Darrell Ayers. Darrell, can you come up?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me get set up here. I didn't realize I was on next. A few housekeeping issues before we get started. Real quick, the hotel management would like me to start out by saying, and I'll just go ahead and read it. This is rated NC-14. Parents are strongly cautioned, may be unsuitable for children under 14 years of age. Parents are strongly cautioned against letting children under 14 watch unattended. This rating may be accompanied by any of the following. D, for intense suggestive dialogue like, sweet Jesus, we do care about Larry. L, for strong language like words, prison bitch, dick balls. Occasionally toss my salad fish. And on rare occasions, moderate racial slurs. Is Tel here? I'm sorry. S, for intense sexual situations. Prison sex may be heard and visible for a brief time. V, for intense violence, impaled by prison shanks. Real quick also, Catalina, you know, I was going over these emails you sent out to everybody, and there was something in, I think it was page 17. Hell with that. Let me just set that away. Let's get to Larry. By the way, has Larry been able to use his gift that we all got him? God, I can't wait to see him get the mail on his lark.
Maybe I don't want to retire.
Larry, this is your retirement party. God, he knows he's here, right? He knows why he's here, right? Okay, really, no, seriously. I first met Larry with what I thought was at the end of his career. I mean, look at him. He's looked the same way for 9 years. I thought it was done. I thought he was done. Now, I first met Larry, my first remembrance of Larry was, he was the watch commander, and I was brand new on the yard. My first day on the yard, and I stopped by his office to get acquainted, and kind of get an idea of what he wanted from me and what I expected from him. And I go, Larry, look, I'm new to the yard. I'm not sure about working an incident, large-scale incident, you know. And Larry reassured me. He goes, don't worry about it, Daryl. No matter what happens on our yard, I got your back. We'll work through it. Not 30 minutes later, 400 inmates are fighting on the main yard. Seriously, if any of you guys know, this yard is huge. Back in the kitchen. This yard is huge, right? We got 400 inmates fighting. So I respond to the main yard. We're on the basketball court. We're in the basketball court, and I got this line of officers. It's a skirmish line. It's the younger officers call it the oh shit line, and the older guards call it the oh shit line. The younger officers going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And the old guards are going, oh shit, I got a report. Oh shit, I got a report. But I got 400 inmates, they're all fighting, I got a skirmish line, I'm working this riot. It's a major riot. And out of the corner of my eye, I see Larry. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Larry come out of his office, and I go, oh my goodness, thank God he's gonna come help me with this shitstorm, right? And it's like a religious movie. I see this ray of sunshine come, and it hits Larry as he comes out of his office, and I go, oh good, he's gonna be there for me. No. Straight out the west gate, Larry was gone. I'd never seen him again that day. Sometime later, after the incident was done, I overheard one of the officers say, yeah, did you see Larry? He was like screaming something as he was running to his car. Something about daycare issues. And if memory serves me, his kid was 22 at the time. Is Nancy here? Nancy? Chief Deputy Nancy? Can I call you CDN, Nancy? Wonderful to see you. I missed your retirement. You all know Nancy just recently retired from Folsom as well. She actually ran worked with Larry in 4 building. But what you guys probably don't know, and so it's a wonderful, heartwarming story, is Larry and Nancy actually worked together before corrections. They actually, they volunteered for the USO down south. Together, in fact, it really is, it'll warm your heart when you hear the story. Once a week, they would get together and they would be dance partners of servicemen who were home on leave. It was actually great for Nancy, but a little freakish for Larry. Some say they shared more than the merengue. I don't know.
That was before Catalina.
But what I do know that Nancy and Larry spent their career servicing men in uniform. And I'm damn proud of both of them. Seriously though. Anybody who knows Larry knows that over the years he's had some medical issues, and because of that, I wanted to do something special for Larry and for Catalina. We've all seen the commercials on TV about Life Alert and the old lady falling and the button pushed. And, I got Larry something. It's actually from the same company. Sweet Jesus, the lawn needs to be done now. It's actually from the same company, but it's been augmented because of Larry's special needs. And there's so many. This is actually not only for Larry, it's for Catalina, to give her peace of mind, really, truly. Because while she's at work, she doesn't have to worry about Larry. So because of Larry's special needs, I got this for him. I don't know if you can all see this. This is, you know, if Larry needs to get help, say he finds himself slipping off the shitter, or maybe he finds himself nearly passing out in the kitchen. Because we've all seen Larry eat peas from a spoon. It's just not pretty. So this is here. If he can get to it, boom. Not really. Congratulations, Larry. So in closing, I just want to propose a toast to Larry, to one of the finest correctional supervisors that I have ever, me personally, have ever had an opportunity to work for and with in the beginning. Because let's face it, at the end, he was the meanest, crankiest, bitchiest a-hole there was. Am I right? So here's to Larry. Here's to Larry. God love you. I gotta work tomorrow. May God keep you safe. May God keep you safe and happy during your retirement, at least until you move out of the valley. Thanks for every bit of it, Larry. It's been a ride. I love you, man.
Anybody want to follow that? Hello, sir.
Well, hello, Tom. Is it my turn?
Yeah, is there anything you want to say about
Larry?
Larry?
Well, let me think. No. Larry, let me see. Mine and Larry's path collided. Was
You
it
have to put the mic a little
a
closer.
little closer? Was it 2004 or 2003, Larry? Was it 4? God, I got the dates wrong. I thought it was 3. Anyway, Larry was returning to Folsom on a lateral transfer, and I was on my first trip to Folsom on a promotion. We worked third watch together, 2 different units. Got the chance to get to know him over the years, and it's been wonderful. I congratulate you on your retirement. I'm going to miss you. And I also have to say, on behalf of Rick Hill and Lydia, they asked me, because neither could be here tonight at prior engagements, they asked me to extend to you a congratulations on your retirement. We all know, we've been here before, it's bittersweet. You know, we're all happy for you to see you go, retire, but we're also sad that we're not going to see you every day. So Larry, again, congratulations.
Here we have 2 of Lieutenant Sneed's favorite officers. Move out of the way, Rob. Kim?
Yeah, I got it. Larry, I wanted to play Operation with you tonight, but it's with my name tag.
Wait a minute.
You know, the game of Operation, because Larry can't play.
You have to say something. You've worked so long in that building.
Susie did.
Oh, Susan?
Susie's the plan. Go to 20
Oh, that's right. My God.
love you, Larry.
I'm sorry. Hello, Sue. Sue, stand up because I might block your vision here.
Well, what was the first thing I said to you, Larry, when you came into the building?
Where do I park my broom?
Besides that, I said you have big shoes to fill, right? And I reminded you of that every day. You did. You did a good job. And I enjoyed working with you. Even though you made us scrub the bars. How many times do we have to clean those bars in 4 building? But it was worth it, and you were a great supervisor, and thanks for everything you did for us. We enjoyed working with you.
Very nice. And last but not least, since nobody else seems to have anything, Nancy, can you tell what it was like to have Larry working for you?
You go, girl! It was a pleasure to work with Larry and all of the people in 4 building. We made a very good team. I did sort of keep Larry on the straight and narrow, though. As anybody knows that's been a lieutenant that came into 4 building when Larry wasn't there, the favorite word was come in, sit down, shut up, and don't cause any trouble. I worked well with everybody that ever came into 4 building, everybody that worked in 4 building. I enjoyed the work that I did. I enjoyed doing Larry's appeals. I enjoyed doing Larry's incident packages. So, yeah, I did do some performance evaluations for him also. So everybody got a good report on that. But he was really easy to work with, as was his predecessor, Lieutenant Ebbett. But I enjoyed 4 building. I enjoyed the work. And I was fortunate to have Larry and Robert that let me do what I could do. And not too many arguments, didn't send things back too often. And I'm really glad you're retired now, dear, as I am. I miss everybody at work. I miss my job. I love working in 4 building. But I'm glad I'm retired, and I know you will. I know Larry is. He wanted to retire before I did. So anyway, dear, love you and enjoy your retirement.
Anybody else? Anybody? Oh. Last but not least, sir, do you have anything to say? Oh, you're gonna roast? You didn't put your name up. I'm so sorry, sir. Here you are. Aldous?
Hey Larry, I had to go all the way to San Quentin to get some overtime, and now you're retired. It's been great working with you. Thanks, Larry.
God, it came as when it did. I'm just at the point where I can still read and drunk enough to do this. So, Larry, mine's a little more interactive, so you're going to have to come up here. You see, I didn't work with Larry. He married into my family. I say that because I'm personal. Chair, let me hear it for a while. Larry, right over here. Takes direction well. He's married to my sister.
I'm married with a Mexican girl.
Look at him with his arms crossed. He's already pissed.
It is different. So, like I said, I didn't work with Larry, so I don't have any of those really cool anecdotes. And I'm not a comedy writer, so I did my best. And maybe the funniest thing about this whole thing is just how bad I bomb. Interesting note for what it's worth. Larry and I share the same birthday. He's 3 years younger. And so I like to say he shares my birthday since I was 3 when he was born. So, and he did marry my wife's sister. So welcome to the family, Larry. You lucky bastard. So, we're here tonight to honor Lieutenant Larry Sneed for 30 years of service, working for the California Department of Corrections. And I am using the term working lightly. I've looked up the meaning of the word, and here's the definition. Work. Physical or mental effort or activity directed towards the production or accomplishment of something. That's it. I guess in Larry's case, it was helping with the profitability of eBay through purchases and the procurement of lapdogs through Craigslist. As you all know, Larry oftentimes is unavailable because he was working a double. For those of you who don't know what that means, it's slang for working a second shift in the same day. Or as Larry says, a 6-letter word for cha-cha-ching. It's damn big money, I'll tell you right now. I occasionally call Larry at work, but I never called him during his second shift. I figure after that overtiring first shift, I didn't want to wake him. Another term you might have heard, and you didn't quite know what it means, is lockdown. Lockdown means that there was an incident at the prison, and the prisoners are not allowed out of their cell. Or as Larry called it, poker night. With all the prisoners locked up, there isn't anything else to do but play cards. Little known fact, by the way, is that a lockdown will actually continue until the ranking officer wins back the money he loses on the first day, or until he wins all the money. Just depends on how close to his vacation the lockdown occurs. Larry isn't the only correctional officer I know. I've got some friends that are correctional officers, and I was thinking the other night, what is exactly the common trait? They're all different people, and they come from different backgrounds, different upbringings, and it dawned on me. They're all good, honest men of honor. And not one of them can run fast. They're slower than anything. And this may not seem to be a big deal, but I got to tell you, Larry couldn't outrun a 3-legged turtle. As a matter of fact, I don't know this I've just heard, but I heard when he was at the academy that he actually, when he went to the 40-yard dash, they timed him with a calendar instead of a clock watch. So, I don't know for a fact. But I guess as a CO, you really don't need to run. I mean, if the prisoners make a break for it, there's walls and guards with guns, and you just walk over and hook them up, put them in the jail. So running really isn't that big a deal. Good thing. Larry is a great guy, and to be fair, he's had some health issues that slowed him down a bit. And his doctor told him to get some exercise, but not to overdo it. Larry has taken that advice to heart. To start off, it really has. He doesn't overdo it. So he started off slowly by walking to work. Now, for most of us, that could be quite a walk. For Larry, it's about 120 yards. He told me the doctor didn't want him to strain himself. He also ordered, his groceries through the internet so he didn't have to push a cart. So I'm glad to see that that's working well. Now, if you've ever been to Larry's house, you'll notice one thing about it. Everything is automatic. If you need soap, put your hand underneath the soap dispenser, there's soap. You want to use the garbage, you push a button, the garbage comes up. Quite honestly, I've never actually sat on the toilet. I'm afraid to reach for the paper. I don't know what it's like. But I'm guessing that his efficiency is part of the reason Larry started dating Catalina. Just part. It didn't actually require him to go anywhere. This is a typical day for Larry when they're dating. Walk to work, have lunch with Catalina, walk home, wait for Catalina to get off work, get in the car, drive to a restaurant, eat, drive back. Hell, in an average day, he didn't make 300 yards. However, now that he's retired, Catalina is now making him go to the gym for an hour a day. Which, not so bad though. He drives his gym, puts 15 minutes in on the treadmill, takes a break. He is, California employee. Hits the gym, hits the weights for about 15, 20 minutes or so, and then, before you know it, the hour's gone. He probably still doesn't walk 300 yards. I am glad to see Larry retire at such an early age. By the way, Larry, marrying a younger working woman, the stroke of genius. It also means he'll have many years ahead of him hosting family barbecues. He said he doesn't want to do it, but he went out and bought an 8-foot barbecue. You could grill a cow on this barbecue. So you can't tell me he isn't gearing up for summertime fun in the backyard with families. Once again, thank you. It's also good to see that they'll be able to keep living on the prison grounds. Once again, Larry, brilliant. Not only marry a younger woman who's working, but one who works at CDC. You can't beat the housing rent, and Catalina's commute takes 3 teaspoons of gas. In fact, it actually takes more gas to warm up her car than it does to drive there. But I'm not going to get into that until her retirement goes. It's also a very secure, gated community. If Larry actually had to move away from there would be some serious retraining. For instance, Larry, when it gets too damn cold in your house, you turn the air conditioner down. You don't open the doors. Because in the real world, you have to pay for that. It works the same way in winter. So anyway, I know that you're going to get bored in your retirement, and I picked up a few things that will, I hope, help you transition your private life. Since you're now slowing down, and God, I don't know how you can get much slower, I got this for you. I want you to notice first that it's just not a walker, it's got a console. It's got a rear view mirror. So, I'd like you to come up here and stand next to it because I think it's really important. I'll show you a couple things. So, first thing you'll notice is the horn. Oh, don't touch shit till I tell you. Just because you're a lieutenant, don't hold jack with me. Okay, so, now, as you're going down the street, sometimes they're crowded, and it's not like you're going to run anybody over at your speed, but the fact is they might actually stop. So occasionally you may have to cross a street. I got these for you. Just in case you need a little more time. I'm sexy and I know it. So, anyway, there's 3 buttons on here. You can hit another one just to throw people in there. They're bitching glasses. Go ahead and sit down. I'll bring you back up. We're not done. I have to turn the page. If I could memorize all this, I'd be in Hollywood as an extra somewhere, but not the case. So, since you've retired at such an early age, you'll probably want to get a part-time job to fill in some of that, lost income from doubles. And it got me thinking exactly, what are you qualified for? Not just from a work standpoint, but physical demands. And after many nights of sleepless nights, it dawned on me: security in a retirement home. So I got your deck that way. I told you it's interactive, right? Come on back out. You can stand all kneeled, much like your employees. First, I just want you to know, I got you a cell phone. That's not really a cell phone, but they're retired. And this thing goes on right here, just in case you get into a, high-speed pursuit. Adam 12. Next, I got you a whistle. This actually a pretty cool whistle. That's as close as I could get to a sight. There you go. All right. That looks good on you. An official hat. Right there. Security. Got a light here, so just in case he needs his check ID, he can keep his hands free. Official badge. Hell, he's used to wearing one of these. And you can't go anywhere without, real official top classes. Did he have these at the prison? I don't know.
I think so. No.
So I'll make you hold it. Next, some fake gun and handcuffs.
Oh.
Put it in your pocket. You're probably used to carrying something there. Handcuffs in case you need to arrest them. And then I got a nightstick for you, just in case the scofflaws get out of control. I do. I'm just thinking he's ready for work. If you know in a retirement home, he's ready. By the way, if they're speeding, you just hit the button. It's all on the console. So, anyway, Larry, you can sit back down, but you're not done. Like I said, I have no professional training. So, I got lost. Since you joined the Moose Lodge, Larry, you'll be spending a considerable amount of time there. And I got to thinking that you probably need a few things to take with you there. So, I'll have you, I'm ahead of myself here. I turned the page. They say, well, hey, you get what you pay for, okay?
Old age.
Old age, hell, I can't even remember my name. So, anyway, after a hard day's work at the retirement home, Larry is gonna need a little downtime. So, Larry, I wrapped this really well. Just in case you can't make it home before your shift, you know, you're tired after that grueling shift, 3 to 4 hours, whatever it is. I got you a nap mat. So you can just pull this sucker out, go into the closet and take a nap. It's not like they're going to disturb you. They don't even know you're there. So after Larry wakes up from this grueling 4 to 5 hour shift, that's what happened on this page. He's going to come back home and he's going to hit the computer again, because old habits are hard to break. Now, while he's not getting paid to actually go on eBay or Craigslist anymore, he's still going to do it. So, I just want you to know, Larry, that I went out and got you the next generation tablet. You know, there's the iPad, and there's the mini iPad. And I actually got a prototype. A friend of mine in Silicon Valley, I got a prototype. This is the next generation. It's called the MaxiPad.
It's this way there.
And it stayed in play. So after you get done, hitting the computer, and pretty soon Catalina will, be ready to come home. And you will be heading off to the Moose. So, once again, I need you at your new transportation. He actually loves